Currently we are in section 6 and we are about to check out the second video of this section. So in this video we will check out the demo example of functions within our editor. So head back to your editor and within the main function, let us clean up our code and also define our video objective. So one by one, let us cover up these objectives. So first of all, how to define a function. Now in front of you, we have the main function. Well, the main function is also a function and it is the entry point of our application. That is, the first function that will be executed in any Dart application will be the main function. So apart from this main function, let us define our own function to find out the perimeter of a rectangle. So the first step will be to define the return type such as void, followed by space and give the name of your function such as find perimeter. Use the parenthesis and then the curly bracket open and close. Now within this we need to define our code, that is our method body. So here I will define my int length equal to, let's say, 4 and int breadth equal to 2. Right after this, let us find the perimeter of our rectangle by using int perimeter equal to 2 into length plus breadth. Thereafter, let us print it out. The perimeter is interpolation perimeter. Perfect. Let us now launch our application and in the output we have got nothing. Why? Because as said, the main function is the entry point of our application. So whatever code that we write within the main function will be executed. But currently our main function is blank. So from the main function we need to call this function such as find perimeter. Just use the method name followed by parenthesis. Perfect. So this statement will actually trigger the code present within this method. Let us launch the application and there we go, the perimeter is 12. Perfect. And now instead of defining the length and breadth here, we can basically pass these two values from our main function. So for that we need to change the method signature. So as a parameter here we can use int length and int breadth, and then we can remove these two lines of code. And here from the main function, let us pass 4 as length and 2 as breadth. Perfect. Launch the application and there we go, the perimeter is 12, the same result. So what is actually happening here is we are passing 4 which is falling here in the length variable, and as a second parameter we are passing 2 which is falling here onto the breadth, and then we are calculating the perimeter and then printing it out. And also one more point I would like to make here is that even if you remove this void, then also your program will run fine. But in Dart it is highly discouraged as per the coding convention. So always specify the return type here, which is void in our case. So in this way we have covered our objective 1 and 2. Now let us come to our objective 3 and define a function that returns a value. So for that, down below here, let us define another function such as void get the area of the rectangle, and then again use the same parameter that we have defined here. And down below here, get area curly bracket open and close, and here we can find the area of the rectangle such as length into breadth. And now we can use the return statement and return the area. Now since we are returning the area which is actually integer in type, so instead of void we have to change it to integer. So just remember, whatever value that you return in case of function, always use that return type here. Otherwise it will throw the compilation error. And now how to call such method? So for that, here we can use get area and then pass in the length and breadth, such as 10 is the length and 5 is the breadth in sequence. Perfect. And now what is the advantage of this return value? So once this statement will be executed, it is going to execute these two lines of code. And this return statement will actually return the area of the rectangle, which is coming out to be 50. So instead of get area, in the runtime as a whole, we will get it here as 50 as a value. Now this 50 can be assigned to some variable such as int rectangle area equal to 50. And now here revert it back to get area 10 and then 5. Perfect, like this. So in the runtime, the rectangle area variable will get the value of 50, like this. And now finally we can print it out. Interpolation area, rectangle area, perfect. Launch the application and there we go, the area is 50. So the difference between these two functions is that in the first function we are not returning any value. We are straight away printing out the perimeter here itself. But in the second case, we are returning the value, that is the area of the rectangle, and printing it out here in the main function. And now let us come to our fourth objective. Test that by default a function in Dart always returns null. So for that, what we can do here is that let us comment out the return area statement. And now let us launch the application. So there we go, the area is null. So what exactly is happening here is that when this statement will be executed, it is going to trigger this function. Now here we don't have any return statement as we have commented it. Now since we have return type as integer, which is an object, and since we are not returning anything, so by default this function will implicitly return null. So here in the rectangle area, we are going to get null in the right hand side, like this. And in the output, we will get the area is null. Perfect. So just remember, by default in Dart, the function returns null, which was our objective 4. So in this video, we have covered pretty much about functions in Dart. So that's all for this video.